Good evening and welcome to the 7th Annual Charlie Dixon Memorial Elementary Music Festival. We hope you enjoy the musical talents of Marion County's brightest stars.
I am Kevin Christian, your host for tonight's musical festivities and the Public Relations Officer for Marion County Public Schools. On behalf of the Marion County Music Association, we are thrilled to have you here this evening to celebrate this national event. Of course, it is Music in Our Schools Month. Tonight, 31 schools from around Marion County are participating in this festival, which means approximately 1,000 student performers, the most schools and the most student participants ever in the history of this event. And they cannot wait to get started, and of course, we cannot wait for them to perform. As a reminder to each of us this evening, I'd like to ensure that everyone enjoys our concert, so please, we ask you to turn off your cell phones and electronic devices. Please silence them. We also ask you to remain seated and wait to enter or exit this auditorium until a performance is finished. Of course, that's out of respect. And of course, if your little one certainly becomes unhappy with his or her surroundings, we encourage you to feel free to head out to the foyer so as not to disturb the performers and the other audience members around you. Thank you. We are blessed in so many ways, including to have our wonderful students with us this evening. Superintendent Dr. Heidi Mayer is way across town at Westport High School at this very moment, helping hand out awards at our first ever district STEAM Showcase event. So while she is only here in spirit, her deputy superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Grantham, is actually here physically. So I will invite him at this time to the podium to share some opening comments with you. Dr. Grantham.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Heidi Mayer, we welcome you. She is at our STEAM event. I always want to do this. So we have almost over 1,000 students here, right? So parents, will you give our students a big round of applause? It takes a lot of courage to be here. But I don't think any of our students drove here. So will you do me a favor? If you're a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, and uncle, will you please stand up so we can give and recognize you? Will you please parents so we can give you a round of applause? Parents, please stand up. We certainly thank you, parents, for all that you do. Not the music teachers. The music teachers just stay where you are. If you work for Marion County Schools, will you please stand so we can honor you? If you work for Marion County Schools, please stand. Thank you all. And last but certainly not least, the people that are in charge of tonight, the people that you drop your kids off to every day and they tell them that everything, and that was the greatest rendition of the national anthem I've ever heard, Kevin. It was beautiful. So if you're a music teacher here and you had anything to do with this, please stand so we can recognize you. Again, we thank you all for coming as we recognize music and the arts. Enjoy your night. Thank you all.
One more group we want to recognize tonight. Boys and girls, I'm going to ask you, because you know how important it is to have your parents bring you to rehearsals and pick you up and all that kind of stuff. I know we thanked everybody and all our family in general, but I want to hear from just the boys and girls how much they appreciate Mom and Dad. Very, very nice. Again, moms and dads, grandparents, aunts, uncles, older siblings, we say thank you. We really appreciate your time. We also want to recognize a very special family this evening. Of course, that is the Dixon family, and welcome my friend, Mrs. Leanna Dixon, the former principal at Bowen Junior Elementary, and the daughter of Charlie Dixon, our festival's namesake. She will give us a little background on her community-minded, arts education-loving father. I'm going to say that again because I think it's a great way to describe him. Community-minded and arts education-loving father. And of course, I want Leanna to help open our festival this evening. Would you welcome Mrs. Leanna Dixon?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I have to do this every year, a special shout out to my final school, Bowen Junior Elementary School. Welcome again to the Charlie Dixon Elementary Music Festival. On behalf of our family, we would like to express our appreciation to Superintendent Dr. Heidi Mayer, the Marion County School Board members, music educators and their students, and last but not least, parents for their support of music education. Research proves that there is a strong correlation between exposure to music and student academic success. My father, a high school and middle school science teacher, not music teacher, and a lifelong educator, recognized this correlation early on and supported strong music programs at all school levels. As a member of the Ocala Optimist Club, he was very instrumental in starting the annual high school marching band festival and the concert band programs in the middle and high school levels. The elementary level was the missing piece in his vision to showcase the amazing work done by music educators and students in our schools at all levels. I was very fortunate to have outstanding music programs at all of my schools, and I saw firsthand the hard work and dedication of our music teachers in providing music education, but more importantly, in helping students develop a love of music through the music programs. Tonight's program is the culmination of many hours of practice by these teachers and their students in order to share their music and talents with us. I hope you enjoy the program as much as they've enjoyed the preparation of it. Thank you again for supporting the music education in the public schools.
And now, to start our school performances this evening, we welcome College Park Elementary and Emerald Shores Elementary to our stage. As they take their positions, let me share a little bit about these groups. The College Park Husky Choir is under the direction of Mr. Wade Harrell, a national board-certified teacher who has taught music for many years at College Park Elementary. He also composed the song these two schools will perform tonight. Meantime, the Emerald Shores Choir is under the direction of Laura Dees, a brand new elementary music teacher to Marion County. In fact, she just joined the Marion County family in January. So she's almost brand new. Welcome to the family, Miss Dees. We certainly appreciate you. So let's enjoy the College Park Husky Choir and the Emerald Shores Choir performing The Power of Music.
Why do the birds fly when all I can do is
Coming to the stage now are the Panther Sound from Dr. N.H. Jones Elementary and the Stallion Choral from Saddlewood Elementary. The Panther Sound is under the direction of Miss Naoko Wickline, who's taught music in Marion County for 17 years. She holds a master's degree in music from the University of Florida and has earned ORF certification in levels 1, 2, and 3 from the American ORF Shoalwork Association. She taught at South Ocala, Evergreen, and Bowen Junior Elementary Schools and has been at Dr. N.H. Jones for the past 3 years. Her music program received 23 ukuleles through a grant from DonorsChoose.org last year, and she and her 4th and 5th grade students have been strumming away ever since. She thanks you parents for supporting the music programs at all of our schools, and some of Miss Wickline's students received the prestigious distinction of representing their school and Marion County, all of it, in the All-State ORF Ensemble for the 2nd year in a row in Tampa. Miss Wickline is also the past president and past treasurer of the Marion County Music Association. Meantime, the Stallion Choral from Saddlewood Elementary is under the direction of Kate Nadolny, a Bellevue High School graduate, one of our own, grown right here in Marion County, now in her 3rd year of teaching at Saddlewood. She received her bachelor's in music education from Stetson University and her master's in voice performance from the University of Michigan. Saddlewood Stallion Choral is a dedicated music group of 4th and 5th graders who dig deep into the multifaceted subject of music. Miss Nadolny is also a leader among music educators as the secretary of the Marion County Music Association and the president of the Volusia Alumni Chapter of Sigma Alpha Iota, an honor music fraternity. Now, both teachers clearly enjoy working together as the music their students are about to perform tonight was arranged by none other than both of them. So without further ado, here are the Panther Sound and the Stallion Choral performing Who Has Seen the Wind? So now if you are asked if you've seen the wind, what will you say? Yes, you have seen the wind. Please congratulate Naoka Wickline and Kate Nadani as they receive their school's participation awards this evening. Miss Wickline. She gonna take it? Okay, great. All right, we will move on. The Hillcrest School Dragon Choir is under the direction of Mr. Diego Fuentes, our very own 2017 Marion County Teacher of the Year and finalist for Florida Teacher of the Year. His Dragon Choir works hard building bridges in the community and connecting through music. To try is everything is their school motto, and this is Hillcrest's very first time performing at a public music festival outside of their school. We are thrilled to have them here tonight with us. The South Ocala Elementary course is under the direction of Elizabeth Vince, who holds a bachelor's degree in music education with a concentration in voice from the New England Conservatory of Music. Her master's degree is from Rhode Island College in Educational Leadership, and she was the co-founder of Rhode Island's first and only elementary arts magnet school and worked for the Rhode Island Department of Education. She also has a certification as a voice therapist from Illinois State University and specializes in keeping young voices healthy and strong. So as they continue to get into place, ladies and gentlemen, prepare to enjoy the Hillcrest Dragon Choir and the South Ocala Elementary Course performing The Power of One. Your soloists tonight will include Gregory Schuler and Lexi Greiner.
Would you leave me
And here come the Soaring Eagle Choir from Crest Elementary and the Wyamina Singers from Wyamina Park Elementary. The Crest Soaring Eagle Choir is under the direction of Ethan Sapp. Mr. Sapp has taught in our district for 2 years. Meantime, the Wyamina Singers are under the direction of Kathleen Morrow. Ironically, this is also Miss Morrow's second year of teaching music in Marion County Public Schools. Let's enjoy the Crest Soaring Eagle Choir and the Wyamina Singers performing Turn the World Around. That is Crest and Wyamina Park Elementary School students. One more time, show them your round of applause. Now entering the stage at this point are students from Greenway Elementary, Ocala Springs Elementary, and Stanton Weirsdale Elementary. Katrina Smith directs the Singing Gators from Greenway Elementary School. Miss Smith has been teaching for 20 years in Marion County. She holds both a Bachelor of Music and Masters of Music degrees from the University of Southern Mississippi. The Panther performers from Ocala Springs are under the direction of George McAllister. Mr. McAllister has also taught for many years in our district schools, including Shady Hill, Madison Street, and now Ocala Springs Elementary. Then the Singing Tornadoes from Stanton Weirsdale are under the direction of Alex Lehner Morin. She has also taught in various Marion County schools, both as a music educator and as a mainstream classroom teacher. So once they're in place, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoy the Singing Gators, Panther Performers, and Singing Tornadoes, oh my, performing Omani Utupe. And those were the Singing Gators, the Panther Performers, and the Singing Tornadoes. My goodness. Great job, boys and girls. And taking to our stage next are students involved with the choir from Legacy Elementary and the Stallion Singers from Spar Elementary School. The Legacy Elementary Choir is under the direction of Benita Smith, who has taught in our district for the last 24 years. She is a musician herself and part of various gospel choirs. Meantime, the Spar Stallion Singers are under the direction of Alan Herring and include 4th and 5th grade students. This is their first year of participating from this group, and we certainly look forward to many, many more years of Spar joining us on stage at these festivals. So ladies and gentlemen, once they're in place, I'm sure you will need to practice your swimming strokes. I'm going to say that again. You will need to practice your swimming strokes because here are the Legacy Elementary Choir and the Spar Stallion Singers performing their version of Under the Sea.
Under the sea.
And the music never stops with the musical talents of the Madison Street Academy for Visual and Performing Arts and Shady Hill Elementary. They take to the stage now. Let me share a little bit about them. Bravo, Encore, Kids Sing, and Violinistics. Violinistics at Madison Street are all under the direction of Hannah Bergstrom and Kathy Coleman. Ms. Bergstrom is a third-year teacher in Marion County, and this is her first year at Madison Street Academy. Her team teacher, Ms. Coleman, has taught at Madison Street for 20 years, so no doubt she's a great mentor, and originally created some of the performing groups that you see tonight. Kids Sing is a singing and dancing group for 2nd and 3rd grade students. Encore is a singing and dancing group for 4th and 5th grade students. And Bravo offers instrumental opportunities for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. Violinistics includes a string instrumental group for 4th and 5th grade students. And all of these after-school enrichment groups consistently perform at FAFO and Light Up Ocala each year. And Encore has even taken their winter show on tour to several other local schools. Ms. Bergstrom is also a leader among music educators as the vice president of the Marion County Music Association. Meantime, Shady Hill Elementary School's premier performing ensemble is Harmony, and that is under the direction of Miss Sandra Collins. Already this school year, and this is March, so there's a few months left, already this group has performed 13 times in this community, including the Golden Apple Teacher of the Year Gala and performing the national anthem at a Gator women's basketball game at the University of Florida. This group also entertains at events including FAFO, the Marion County Veterans Day celebration, Barnes & Noble, the Paddock Mall, Market Street at Heathbrook, and of course, Rainbow Springs State Park. 2 years ago, this group was one of only 6 schools nationwide to win a Give a Note Foundation $2,500 grant, a Radio Disney Artie Award, and a free Radio Disney Music in Our Schools tour concert. The entire school participates in additional music programs in front of hundreds of parents and community members. Mrs. Collins has taught elementary music for 9 years here in Marion County. She serves as a leader for fellow music educators as the District 5 chair on the board of directors of the Florida Elementary Music Educators Association and is past president of the Marion County Music Association. She also received the prestigious Yale University Distinguished Music Educator Award just 5 years ago. Looks like they are about ready to take center stage and share with you their performing talents tonight. So once they're set, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Madison Street Bravo, Encore, Kids Sing, and Violinistics, and the Shady Hill Harmony performing A Night at the Movies Montague, Favorite Things from the Sound of Music, and Best Years of Our Lives from Shrek.
These are a few of my favorite
As these students leave the stage, we're going to kind of take a quick break from our school performances to hear from one of our very own folks right here from Marion County. She is the chairman of the Marion County School Board, Mrs. Beth McCoy, herself a musician, a vocalist, very contributing member of our community. She wants to share some information regarding the upcoming referendum on the August primary ballot. Mrs. McCoy.
Where's Grady Scroggy? Right there. That's the famous Grady Scroggy because he's my grandson. Thank you. Oh, was that awesome? This program has been incredible, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so proud of all of these children and the work that they have put in. You know, all the research shows that music helps so much with our children's learning. And music is the universal language with everything that's going on. Music always speaks. It doesn't matter what language. The emotion that it brings is always there. A lot of this is happening because of you. Because you said yes 4 years ago. You said yes. Hi! You said yes to a referendum that came up when our kids were not having music and art, when they weren't having enough PE, when our kindergartens didn't have paraprofessionals. Do you know that before the referendum, your children were getting 12 hours of music a year? A year, unless they were in one of their choruses. The same with art. Same with PE. It was really, really bad. But you said yes, and you voted for a 1 mil ad valorem tax. And we have been able to hire over 300 teachers. Yes, clap for that. Our career and technical programs have skyrocketed. We now have academies in our high schools. Our career tech folks went to our business community and said, what do you need for your workforce? So we've put in these fabulous academies and vocational programs that kids can get certified and go right into our workforce after high school if they choose not to go to college. Those academies, hiring those 15 vocational teachers and spending $46,000 on capital improvements to help build logistic academies and other things. That's because you said yes several years ago. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You ask, why did we have to say yes? Because our funding for our children, even today, our funding for our children, our per student funding, even with what the legislature just did, they really gave us only about 47 cents more a student for next year. Our funding's not back to where it was even in 2008. So we have these programs because you said yes. In August 28th, the primary, this referendum comes up again. So I just hope that you will think about it, go to the polls. I'm not going to tell you how to vote because you know what's right. But thank you, August 28th, don't forget, not in the general election, August 28th. And again, thank you, and thank you parents and teachers for all you do for our kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. McCoy. On behalf of our music educators, our parents, and most importantly, the little people up and down both sides of this auditorium for supporting music and arts education in all of our schools. Now, ladies and gentlemen, back to the show. Let's make way for the Tiger Cubs from Donnellan Elementary and the Singing Pioneers from Romeo Elementary. The Donnellan Tiger Cubs are under the direction of Bonnie Littering, a true Donnellan patriot. Now I want you to listen. Everybody listen. You're not going to hear anything like this again tonight. Get this. Mrs. Littering, their director, attended Donnellan Elementary, Donnellan Middle, and graduated from Donnellan High School. She's been teaching at Donnellan Elementary, her elementary alma mater, for 21 years. There's no doubt where her devotion lies. Meantime, the Romeo Pioneers are under the direction of Kara Billig. She has taught music at Romeo Elementary for 3 years, and prior to that, she taught at Stanton, Wearsdale, and Harborview Elementary Schools, and even was a regular classroom teacher in our district for 5 years prior to all of that. Ms. Billig also privately teaches piano, violin, and voice, and Mrs. Billig, this is no secret either. She is expecting her 5th child. So, for your listening pleasure this evening, here are the Donnellan Tiger Cubs and Romeo Pioneers performing Can't Stop the Feeling. The Troubadours from 8th Street are under the direction of Jennifer Gonzalez. Ms. Gonzalez is a graduate of the University of Mobile in Alabama. She is currently in her 3rd year of teaching. In her 1st year, she was named the school's Rookie Teacher of the Year. Ms. Gonzalez also directs the A Street Troubadours, an auditioned choir that has performed at nursing homes and school events and other various community happenings. The Cougar Choir from Fort McCoy, meantime, is under the direction of Laura Edwards, now in her 3rd year of teaching at that school. She graduated from Southeastern University and loves to play her clarinet and bass guitar. Last year, Miss Edwards was named Rookie Teacher of the Year by her Fort McCoy family. The Singing Stangs from Reddick Collier Elementary are under the direction of Rainey Barton, also in her 3rd year of teaching music. Last year, she received a grant through the Donors Choose Project to purchase classroom ukuleles and presented her very first show at the school, Pirates the Musical, with her 3rd grade students. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, once they're in place, here are the Troubadours, the Cougar Choir, and the Singing Stangs performing Stand in the Light.
Never look back as you're walking away.
The Anthony Elementary course is under the direction of Lori Rangel, a veteran teacher with years of experience right here in our own school district, primarily at Anthony and Spar elementary schools. Meantime, the East Marion Honor Choir is directed by Cynthia Cleaton, who is in her 4th year of teaching in public schools. She has also taught flute and piano at the private level for years and previously taught in Alachua County Public Schools, and we are so glad she decided to join our family here in Marion County. So as they continue taking to the stage, once they're set, ladies and gentlemen, I know you will enjoy Anthony Elementary Chorus and the East Marion Honor Choir performing Kick It Up a Notch. So get ready. Up next is a unique performance from Maplewood Elementary and Ward Highlands Elementary. As their students step into position, the Maplewood Mustang Choral and Chiminators are directed by Suzanne Schmittling, who has called Maplewood home for the last 22 years. Her degree from the Conservatory of Music in Kansas City, Missouri is in music education and music therapy. She believes her education and work experiences are what make Maplewood her ideal school. These and all the students at Maplewood participate in very special arts each year, which involves students of all levels working together to create something beautiful. Mrs. Schmittling sets a great leadership example as president of the Marion County Music Association, past president, I believe. Meantime, the Highlanders from Ward Highlands are under the direction of Melanie Fatino and Katrina Willis. Because it enrolls close to 900 students, the school has not one, but 2 music teachers. Ms. Fatino is in her 25th year of teaching at Ward Highlands, and Katrina Willis is in her 3rd year. The Highlanders Chorus includes 30 members. Several students also participated in the All-County Elementary Honor Choir concert held last month, and you can see that on our YouTube channel. In addition, Ward Highlands holds its annual talent show next month. That's when students showcase their singing, dancing, and instrumental skills. Ms. Fatino is also a leader among music educators as treasurer of the Marion County Music Association. So, With all that said, here are Maplewood Chiminators performing Celebration 1, and then the Maplewood Mustang Choral and Ward Highlands Highlanders performing I Won't Grow Up. And Maplewood and Ward Highlands Elementary students, great job. We don't ever want you to grow up. Really, we do, actually. We're just about to round up our individual school performances, or paired schools. And then, of course, we have the fantastic 1,000 voice finale. There's one that doesn't want to grow up. Hitting our stage next are the Bronco Music Club from Bellevue Elementary, the choir from Bellevue Santos Elementary, and Music, the group from Evergreen Elementary. Let me share a little bit about these schools. The Bellevue Bronco Music Club is under the direction of Kevin Tyndall, now in his 3rd year of teaching at Bellevue Elementary. Previously, he was a regular classroom teacher for 13 years, who transferred to music when the referendum passed 4 years ago. Mr. Tyndall completed his ORF Level 2 course last summer and is now a member of the Heart of Florida ORF chapter of the American ORF Shoal Work Association. Boys and girls, shh. Thank you. The Bellevue Santos Choir is under the direction of Matthew Engel, who is in his 2nd year of teaching at that school. And finally, Evergreen Music from Evergreen Elementary is in Northeast Ocala. They are, of course, under the direction of Mr. Michael Willett. So it looks like they're just about ready. Get ready to put some love in your heart as the Bellevue Bronco Music Club, Bellevue Santos Choir, and Evergreen Music perform Put a Little Love in Your Heart. And moms and dads, I think you'll recognize this. All right, as these students depart our stage, we have yet another group of performers, combined schools. Entering the stage now is Marion Oaks Elementary and Sunrise Elementary School. The Mose Choir, or Marion Oaks Elementary, is under the direction of Craig Eason and Kyle Kinsley. Craig Eason has been at Mose for 3 years and has 13 years total teaching in our district. Kyle Kinsey also teaches at Mose and Saddlewood Elementary as well. Mr. Kinsey is in his first year teaching in Marion County, having taught one additional year last year in Lake County. The Sunrise Sound from Sunrise Elementary is under the direction of Karen Blinkhorn, a third-generation music teacher. Mrs. Blinkhorn follows in the footsteps of her parents and grandparents. She has taught for 29 years, and for 27 of those 29 years, she has been in one place at Sunrise Elementary. That's amazing. And it's certainly easy to see why she calls it home. Over the years, Mrs. Blinkhorn has directed a variety of programs, including the chorus, a concert band, even a string ensemble. The Sunrise Sound is one of the younger choruses in the county. It is currently made up of 3rd and 4th graders because Sunrise Elementary has no 5th graders on campus. The chorus started the same year the school opened, way back in 1990, the year I graduated from college. Goodness. Moms and dads, get ready for the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies because they are here on stage tonight. Here are the Mose Choir and Sunrise Sound performing We Go Together from the movie Grease. Boys and girls, take another bow. Take another bow. Great job. Holy moly. The Bowen Music Club is under the direction of Emily Good, a third-year teacher who graduated from Florida State University. This group has performed in public, playing instruments including boom whackers and bucket drums. Meanwhile, the Harborview Dolphins are under the direction of Brooke Hutto, now in her second year of teaching at Harborview Elementary. She's a graduate of Stetson University and has been teaching music since 2007. Before Marion County, she taught middle school band for 8 years just south of us in Lake County. Again, For your listening pleasure as they take to our stage this evening, the Bowen Music Club and the Harborview Dolphins, together they join forces to perform It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing. And those are students from Bowen Music Club and the Harborview Dolphins. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, show them your appreciation. The Marion County Music Association would like to recognize a few people and organizations who make tonight possible. A special round of thanks goes to Woods Printing for the donation of our tickets and our printed programs this evening. Kudos to the Alpha Road chapter of Delta Kappa Gamma, an international organization of women educators who volunteered their time to help with ticket sales, handing out programs, and of course, overall organization. Next, we say thanks to the multimedia productions team of Marion County Public Schools. They're the guys behind these cameras that you see out here. They are also the ones who were recording tonight's awesome concert to air on the Marion Education channel and on our YouTube channel, so folks, you can catch that 24/7. We are also grateful, of course, to our venue tonight, Ocala First Baptist Church, or First Baptist of Ocala, for this wonderful rental space in which our students can perform. Finally, we thank Superintendent Dr. Heidi Mayer, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Jonathan Grantham, our school board members and school board chair Mrs. McCoy, our Fine Arts Program Specialist Joe Crowder, and our MCMA President Suzanne Schmidtling, who put all this together, and of course our principals and administrators for supporting our efforts, not just here tonight, but throughout the entire school year. And parents, we say thanks to you as well. We did that earlier tonight, and we do it again, so thank you. March, as I mentioned, is a special month because we celebrate Music in Our Schools Month. And we hope that tonight has conveniently offered you a way to visit our elementary schools and their programs to see the effect that music has on all of our kids. We know that music is a powerful motivational tool, and learning the various aspects and concepts of music stimulates and supports learning in all areas. Continuous, full-time music education for all students in kindergarten through 12th grade provides the type of quality performances you have enjoyed this evening. So let me tell you a little bit about the songs they're going to sing tonight. I say a little bit because that's all I have, but I think you're going to recognize it, because now for our grand finale, 31 schools, public elementary schools in Marion County, combined forces with about 1,000 voices to share not one but two songs with you as their grand finale. The first song is Let It Grow and Celebrate the World. Their second song tonight and grand finale will be Tomorrow Needs Us. Would you give these children a big round of applause as they share their grand finale?
Celebrate the world.
Are you convinced tomorrow needs them? Give it up for these kids. Great job. Y'all were amazing. Great job. Wow, my goodness. Boys and girls, I will ask you to stay right where you are, not speaking. Not speaking. Teachers, I need your help with this, please. Parents, I'll ask you to be seated, please, so we can dismiss in an orderly fashion. Audience members and students, thank you for another wonderful Charlie Dixon Memorial Elementary Music Festival. We certainly hope you enjoyed this evening's performance and wish you a great evening, and may the music play on.